Alright, we are back. That is right, we are still in that tower with all those graves and stuff. We just beat a Marowak, and now we're about to fight Team Rocket again. Look at them. Grandpa here wanted to complain, so we're setting him straight. So render yourself invisible and prepare to fight. Oh, don't you hate it when Grandpa complains? When he starts arguing about politics, oh, snap, you cannot shut him up. Wait, what are we talking about? Oh, yeah, Team Rocket. Hi, what are you doing here, and why are you talking to my grandpa? I'm not even going to justify that. I don't know why my grandpa's in this tower. He's not dead, is he? Actually, he is, but that's beside the point here. So Team Rocket has their Meowth, level 27, but they have an Arbok. They evolved their Snakey to a Cobra backwards. It's now an Arbok. Oh, snap. But it's not very difficult. It's just, it looks menacing. I think that's a pretty cool sprite, really. But that's, you know... Oh, wow, lots of experience. And a Weezing. Weezing? You cheater, you can't get Weezing at level 27. What a jerk. Come on. That's insane, sir. James, I don't know what you did to that coughing of yours, but you must have given it some heck of cough syrup in order to make it evolve. Look, it's even sprouted another head. And another little lump in the back. What an odd thing. Ooh, 1,000 experience. Perfect. You will regret this. Looks like Team Rocket's blasting off again. Woo! Alright, and they're gone. So, now we just have to talk to this old guy. Mr. Fuji! Fuji-san! He came to calm the soul of Cubone's mother, etc., etc. Follow me to my home at the foot of this tower. Well, why were you up there? You know who had to calm that soul? I did! I had to slaughter that thing. I mean, I didn't really do that, sir. But anyway, he'll give you the Poke Flute. Now, this thing will wake up sleeping Pokemon. It works on all sleeping Pokemon. Hint, hint, like that giant fat Snorlax that we saw earlier. So we're going to take that, and we're going to go wake up that Snorlax down on Route 12. There's actually 2 of them in the game. There's one on Route 12 and one on whatever the route west of Celadon is. But before I go, I want to make sure I pick up lots of Great Balls. After all, Snorlax is very difficult to catch. The thing's a pain in the rear. And while I'm here, I might as well sell off some of my awakenings. Because I have the Poke Flute now, which is an unlimited sleep awakening thingy. You can use it in battle to awaken any of your sleeping Pokemon, which is great. I can't put a price on that. My bicycle is priceless. X Awakening, 475, or 500, 100, or whatever. Yeah, 100. X Accuracy, 475. Bicycle, priceless. Right. For everything else, there's a Master Ball, of course. So I'm gonna ride on my bicycle, make my way down through Route 12. I've already fought a lot of these trainers here. They were just a bunch of boring fishermen. But this thing stopped me in my path, this cursed Snorlax. So I'm going to use that Poke Flute now. Highly recommend saving the game before you use it, because unlike newer generations, if you knock out this Snorlax, it's gone for life. For life! You can't even breed to get another one. You'd have to trade for one, and oh, it attacked in a grumpy rage! Oh, just like Grandpa! Whenever he wakes up, he attacks in a grumpy rage, Alright, so this big old thing, it's level 30, which is fairly respectable, but it's actually a decent addition to your team if you want to invest the time in catching it. I already have a normal type, but I'm going to try to catch it anyway. It hits very hard with its headbutt and its power. I don't know which is worse, its head or its butt. But this is the thing that makes it a real pain to catch. It uses rest, like, all the time. Every time you damage it, it is going to rest and restore its hit points. What a bummer. So I'm going to switch for Pork Chop here, knowing that it's a normal type, and I think my fighting type attacks will do good against it. Shouldn't be enough to knock it out, but I just want to give it a little run for its money while it sleeps in an endless slumber. Well, okay, it's not quite so endless now. It's actually kind of a pain because it wakes up. Can't attack in the earlier generations when you wake up, but it wakes up, which means the odds of the Pokeball or Great Ball catching it go down. And that's not cool. Alright, so I'm just gonna keep at this thing until I catch it. Now, unlike newer games, Pokemon are really hard to catch in Red, Blue, and Yellow. My goodness, it takes like 1,000,000 Great Balls. I had to fight against this guy like multiple times while I was testing my new video recording device, and it took a lot to catch it. Thankfully, I caught it on only 3 great balls this time, so I feel very lucky about that. Ew, it eats anything! Anything! It will gobble you up if you get in its mouth! Snap! So what am I gonna name this thing? I'm gonna name it X-Lax, of course, because that's sort of a homage to my brother Snorlax, he named, when he cheated and hacked it so it had fly. I know, what a jerk, right? So, it's a good Pokemon. Electricity is my specialty! You might want to go back and pick it up, put it in your team if you want, if you happen to be playing yellow. Why you are, I don't know, but, you know, if you want to do that, hey, go for it. Now, this rocker dude, just like Grandpa on his rocker, well, no, actually not. This guy has Voltorb, and he has an Electrode later on his team, as you shall see. They're not overly threatening, but I think they can blow up on you, so be careful. You really don't want that. Who does? I hate it when Voltorbs and things blow up with their smirky smile and their cocky attitude, and look at that. Look at that face. It's like, yeah, I'm bad, look at me, I'm an Electrode, I can just blow up whenever I want. Well, not if I dig, huh? Do you dig that? I'm gonna dig, and then pop goes the weasel. You are out of here. Porkchop sending you to the moon! Devin defeated Rocker. Unplugged! Alright, yeah, you know you're unplugged. I just tripped on your cord. So in this house, this guy's the fishing guru's brother. He loves fishing. Do you like to fish? Gran, I like your style. Take this and fish, young one. Devin received a super rod. It's super duper. I don't even remember getting the good rod. Actually, I think you get that in Fuchsia City. I don't know why you get this beforehand, because it seems logical to take this path down to Fuchsia, but whatever. I'm gonna try it out just to see what kind of stuff I can get. Anything's better than a Magikarp, after all. Alright, what do you got? What do you got? Oh, it's a Schnoz thing. No, it's a Seadra. Look at that. Seadra, that's a cool Pokemon. It doesn't evolve, and it's not really a Dragon type. Well, okay, Charizard isn't really a Dragon type, but who cares? He's still my Dragon. Well, even though he's still got a little bit to go. Still a Charmeleon, despite that picture on the side. I wonder if he's going to evolve anytime soon. I don't know. Well, it's pretty inevitable. I'm not just going to dump him at level 34. So I didn't catch that Seadra, but it's not like it's the end of my life or something. I think I'm just going to move on and forget about catching a water type for now. But make sure you pick up that Super Rod, should you desire it. And I'm going to switch for Zippy here. Because speaking of that Charizard, that beautiful, beautiful Charizard on the new and improved border there, I want to get me that Charizard. I want to get rid of that dopey Charmeleon. You never know what you could catch. Yeah, you could catch, like, anything here. You could catch, like, diseases. You could catch viruses, yo. And you can catch Magikarp. I got something better for that. I don't want to catch no Magikarp. I've got a Super Rod. I can catch Seadra, yo. I don't need your Magikarp up in here. No, sir. Get that fish out of here. So you have 2 Magikarps on your team? That makes you only 30%, 33% as annoying as the guy who has 6 on his team in what seems like every version of the game. Lost it! Oh, he lost it. What are we gonna do with him now? Devin found an iron. Hey, I should iron my Pikachu again, because you know what's great? Ironing your Pokemon. It just makes them nice and steamy, and, you know, it gets rid of their wrinkles. And it worked great on Grandpa. Maybe that's why he's dead. Oh. Well, I won't iron Grandpa in the future, but if I do pick up irons, it will not hurt to iron my Pikachu, because that will improve his defense. Have you found a Moonstone? As a matter of fact, sir, I have. And Pippi here ate it for breakfast. It's like Moonstone Crunch up in here. Minoran male, eh? Well, I've got Zippy here, and this thing's ready to slash its horn off. Look at that, boom. Right at it. Critical hit. Love it. I keep forgetting that moves that have a higher critical hit rate have a lot higher critical hit rate. in this version. It's insane. In the first generation, it did that for some reason. Now, he has a Nidorino. No wonder he wants to have a Moonstone. Then it could evolve into a Nidoking. But you know what? I think Pippi's a far better option. Everyone loves Clefable. Ow! Ow! Jeez, that hurt. You hurt my neurons. Yeah, so obviously if you have a Pokemon with Cut, you'll be able to access some cooler spots here, yo. But there's nothing drastic. Oh, hi, Pikachu. Look at that. You have a little heart above your head. I wonder why. Is it because you love me? It's because you love your master. That is because I am your trainer, and you have now accepted me as yours. Where are all the Pokemon? I've been walking around here for like, what feels like 20 seconds, and I haven't found anything. Jeez. This is obscene. I can't deal with this. You know what? I don't think there's anything too valuable in there. Otherwise, I would have run into it, of course. I found Carbos in a cave once. Carlos in a cave? Oh, Carbos. I thought you said Carlos there for a moment there. And I was about to ask you, who the heck is Carlos? You have a Goldeen on your team, which Zippy would normally be afraid of, but his slash is just so powerful that it fears not the splash of a Goldeen. A peck? You should have just splashed and got done with it. I'm going to use Ember just because you have a little bit of hit points left, and I feel like conserving my Slash's power points. A Poliwag. This thing ought to be easier to defeat, but I think I'm going to send out Pikachu no less, because Pikachu's still a good sport about things, and he wants to get the job done right with a nice Thunderbolt to this little swirly thingy. It's a swirly thingy, of course. Little Hypno Froggy. What's more, a Hypno Tadpole. Whatever. And a Horsey. Oh my goodness, it's a Horsey. I saw your bigger cousin over there a little bit ago. Accidentally knocked it out. I actually kind of wanted to catch that schnoz monster, but whatever. Just messed up. Yeah, I love their dialogue. I mean, their ending speeches are great. My bird Pokemon want to scrap? Oh, scrap. Ah. I was about to say, you better get it. Oh, wow. That bird looks really weird on your shoulder there, buddy. Very weird indeed. That is not a Pidgey on your shoulder. It is some strange bird. Quite strange. Weird. So I will knock out that Pidgey like it was nothing. And then you have a Pidgeotto. I'm going to turn this thing into scrap, that's for sure. Let's slash its beak. Oh, that sounded really violent. But that's okay, because Zippy is really violent. He wants to become a violent Charizard that can maul his opponents. Oh, don't quick attack me. And sand attack me. And attack me, darn it. Only I can do all that. Yes! One level away! Woo, so exciting. My bird combo lost? Combo breaker? Yep, you know it. My Pokemon look happy even though they lost. Yeah, well, they should look pretty knocked out even though they lost. I told I'm good for a kid. Yeah, you think you're good, huh? You think you're good? I'll show you just how good you are. I'll show you just how much you stink. Alright, you have a lot of Pokemon on your team. Now that's great for a Pokemon like Zippy, who wants as much experience as he can get, because he's just one level away from becoming that Charizard in the corner. So menacing, so powerful. You have a Meowth and a whatever that first thing was, a Pidgey. Jeez, just one hit on each of them. I can just flick them with my claw. Oh, I'm so glad I never have to look at this ugly, ugly mug of a Charmeleon back sprite ever again. It's so dopey. Ugh. Be glad you were a Charmander when I named you Zippy, otherwise I would have named you Dopey! Ah! But then I would have felt really bad when I evolved into a Charizard, and then flamethrowered me to kibbles and bits. Man, you have a lot of Pokemon, but they are all so easy. I'm just flicking them with my claw. Just a little flick. Just right there. Yep, just a normal little flick. Ah, oh, slash. Yeah. See who's the scratch cat now, Meowth. Well, even though Zippy's far from a cat, but whatever. That's beside the point. Oh, I lost. Yeah, you lost. Anyway, you'll be able to catch new episodes on Pokemon.Marriland.com/videos/yellow. I'll be uploading a new episode every Tuesday.